into the News You Can Use podcast. I'm your host with the most big Surfgod, and we got my co-host D-Class. I'm a brand podcast. Make sure to follow, like, and subscribe to the channel. People, D-Class, say what up.
Man, what's happening, my good people, man? We here with you for another episode, man. We on this everyday shit. We trying, man.
We ain't trying, we doing, man. I think we've been killing it too, man. I'm gonna give us a.
My hands are occupied right now, so
Mine will be in a second. I gotta get to that. We got Pops in the building. We got my girl in the building. Shout out to K Pops. You know what I'm saying? This Trump situation. I woke up to Trump declaring, I guess, war on Iran. I don't know how true this is. Have you seen anything on it, D-Class?
I've been hearing a bunch about the tariffs and all that type of shit, but I mean, yeah, as far as like some actual war though, I ain't heard nothing about that part yet.
Okay. Yep. But yeah, that's the news today. So let's tap into it. Let's see what's going on. Let's get a little information on it. Because I schemed through. I didn't listen hard enough to. I don't even know what they got into it about. Like, what the beef is over.
Yeah, all I know is like I know they say to basically tomorrow morning at 12:01, like the automotive tariffs go into effect. So like basically any car parts, anything like that you getting from overseas, that shit finna have hella tax on it.
Well, you know what though? Trump been saying he finna shut down all overseas. Like, that's good because now everybody has to manufacture in our own company. We got enough technology. People got to stop being lazy. These are new markets that's about to open up.
Yeah, because like they said, basically there is not one car that's fully made in the U.S.
That don't make no sense. We should be making cars. But when all the car companies left America and went to these other countries for cheap labor, left Detroit and Motors, different places, man, look at the economy there. Look what it did to our country, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. That shit wild though, man. But like they say, man, this country they run it like the mob, bro. Like they just worried about the dollar. If you can get cheap labor, man, I mean that's anybody. If you can get cheap labor somewhere, you're gonna try to go there. But they're gonna try to figure out a way around this tax.
Oh, they're gonna do it with robots. So when they open up these new warehouses and factories, yeah, they're gonna hire some, American people are gonna get some jobs there. But the majority would probably be Tesla robots, if you ask me.
I can see it. Because, I mean, they already got, like, Amazon warehouses that's pretty much all robots.
I'm over here pricing me a Tesla robot that look just like me so it can come do the News You Can Use podcast every day for me. It's going to be like, hey, D-Class, what do you think about...
I sit here and hold a whole conversation with them. I don't want a robot version of me. That's what I don't want. I don't think the world ready for that. That's a little bit too much.
You ain't ready for the robot 2.0 D-Class?
Nah, that's crazy. I already got a 2.0 version. He finna be 16.
He said he finna be 16.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Let's see what's going on, man. With the trumpet. I mean, this morning it was all over. I mean, all over my timeline.
Weapons manufacturing capabilities, and weapons storage facilities. It also included a number of command and control centers, including a terrorist compound where we know several senior Houthi unmanned aerial vehicle experts were located. On Sunday, strike operations continued against additional headquarters locations, weapons storage facilities, as well as detection capabilities that have been used to threaten maritime shipping in the past. Today, the operation continues, and it will continue in the coming days until we achieve the president's objectives. Thanks, and I look forward to your questions.
And with that, in this very crowded briefing room, I'll take some of your questions. And the first, I'll go to Logan from Newsmax.
Sean, thank you for taking my question. This really is for both of you. A question about the Bashat. That's Iran's spy ship that has been directing the Houthis throughout this conflict. Is it still operating in support of the Houthis? If so, do you know where it is?
General, turn it over to you to address that.
Sure. We know that the Iranians have provided a variety of assistance to the Houthis over the years, including some suspected intelligence. We do know that some had previously come from the Bashat. The Bashad is not currently being used for those operations, but we do know that other vessels are contemplated for those sorts of operations. So we're watching very closely to see if they return to the AO.
I would also say that, when you look at how the previous administration conducted business with Iran, they really empowered Iran to fund and export terror all around the world, whether it's with Hezbollah, Hamas.
I don't know why you getting a little attitude. They really. I'm like, damn, dude, he might as well start moving his finger around. There we go.
Specifically with the Houthis. I mean, it's very clear. I think President Trump has made it very clear that he's put Iran on notice. I mean, I'm sure that you saw his tweet today that essentially saying, and I'm paraphrasing, that any shot fired at U.S. forces by the Houthis would be considered a shot from Iran. And this is the president showcasing leadership from the Oval Office. And frankly, bringing moral clarity back to the United States of America. We know who the enemies of this country are and the enemies of a free world are. And President Trump has put them on notice, as you saw with Iran this morning. But okay, Gabby.
Thank you for taking my question. I wanted to run back to TDA and MS-13 deportations to El Salvador's Terrorism Confinement Center. Do we anticipate to renew that partnership as it will conclude after 1 year? If yes, what does that look like from a cost perspective?
Yeah.
And how is Guantanamo Bay factored into dealing with criminal aliens and terrorists, considering this new Pentagon is more focused on securing the border?
Well, that's a great question. So I think part of your question about El Salvador should be referred to the State Department. But I'll say that the Department of Defense is proud to defend our homeland and our sovereignty in helping to deport transnational criminal organizations like Tren de Agua. We're proud to support that mission. I don't know, General, do you have anything to offer about Guantanamo Bay and our force posture there?
Sure. I just had a couple of things for you, Gabby. We do continue to have a substantial presence at Guantanamo Bay to ensure that we're ready to receive any illegal aliens that the Department of Homeland Security would like to send there. We're monitoring their.
So what are they trying to do? Send all the people from Iran out of our country type shit?
Man, I don't know, but they need to leave that Guantanamo Bay shit alone, bro. They just cleaned that up, man. They just got a bunch of people up out of there not too long ago.
So they probably put more people in Guantanamo Bay or what?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. Talking about they ready. If Homeland want to send some people over there, then they ready to put them in there. Like, come on, bro. Like, sometimes, man, we gotta kind of stay out of other people's shit.
That's what's the problem. We always try to come to everybody else's rescue, but if we go to war with the world, we on our own.
Yeah, because that's like one of the videos I seen this morning, man. Dude say a lost art is minding your own business.
Facts. OPP, other people's problems. I don't get in other people's shit. I stay out of people's shit. I got my own goddamn.
For real. So yeah, man.
I want to go to everybody else's problems. I'm never gonna get my shit done. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why you ain't gonna run for the damn president either.
And I keep something to do, so I ain't never got no time for nobody else's shit.
Yeah.
Trump is always in somebody's business. You gotta stay out of people's shit.
But too, I mean, you gotta kind of look at it, man. I mean, he a businessman, bro. So even when he done with this, like some kind of way, bro, his money still tied in somewhere else, man. So
it's a big money play, man. War is money, man. You know, big arms deals is going down right now. Billions is about to be spent. Man, trillions. You gotta realize, man, shit, the missiles and guns and bullets and armor and niggas and shit, that shit costs. Everything costs.
I'm telling you what they got done. 9/11, I'm sure, was not a cheap bill to foot.
You know who's gonna pay for it too? The American citizens, taxpayer dollars, bro.
Yeah, because think about it. When you in the military, bro, once you cross the equator, you get tax-free money.
All your checks is tax-free. You on the other side of the world.
They tax-free. You don't pay no taxes on that money. It's tax-free, and you get hazard pay, especially if a war going on.
So D-class know from experience because my boy was in the Navy.
So low key, anybody that's trying to find a quick little money grab and you don't mind going to war, bro, hey man, now's the time to go to the military.
You want to have one drop you off at the doctor and I'll pick you up?
You know what I'm saying? Now the time to go do what you want to do, but you definitely, man, have a plan, bro. I tell anybody, you go to the military, you definitely gotta have a plan.
You want me to go with you, or you gonna have Joe? How you want me to pick you up? You want me to pick you up? We just have Wayne drop you off right here. And then I just, right.
But yeah, man, this whole Trump thing, man.
It's at 1, ain't it?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like you got to think about it, bro. Who, you know what I'm saying? How would the world be if the shoe, if Harris, like, what would we be dealing with? So, I mean, it's a give or take. I don't know what the other side would look like, but
Give me a second.
I mean, people voted for Trump, bro. This is who we got to rock with, so we got to rock with it.
Yeah. We gotta log in on it. Well, get ready, man. Yep. So yeah, Trump, man, he's getting us in some hot water. You know, this could cause a domino effect, and that's the last thing we want. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to cause a world war because we're such a superpower. Us going against Iran is not even a challenge.
But shit, who does it say it's just Iran? Think about it. We don't nobody like us right now, bro.
What could Iran do that's gonna like? The fight is gonna be on their soil for sure. They're not gonna make it nowhere near here. We're not gonna have another 9/11. It's just like they definitely gonna lose. Like we're gonna occupy the country after that. That's what happens. You know how it goes.
Think about this. Think about this in street terms. The nigga down the block, they hood might not be all that, but they connected to somebody that might be funding whatever behind the scenes they got going on that we don't know about.
Facts.
So, you know what I'm saying? We don't know exactly what all hidden secrets they got going on over there in Iran. We have no clue. But we sure gonna find out if we take our ass over there fucking around.
Hell yeah. Well, we're gonna cut this short real quick. You gonna take it? Hold on, real quick, D class. I'm gonna play this video. Let me see what she's gonna do.
Their requirements closely, and we're in daily contact with them to make sure that we can meet them to the best of our ability.
Tom?
Sean, if the Iranian ships are operational, start helping the Houthis, will they be targeted? And for the general, any sense of number of military casualties so far and any civilian casualties in Yemen?
Well, that's a great question, General. If you'll permit me to answer.
Sure, go ahead.
So I think that I certainly don't want to get out in front of the commander in chief and the secretary as it pertains to clearance of strikes and who will be targeted. But I think the president's made very clear that all options are on the table.
Yeah, Tom, just on your question of casualties, military casualties, we have some initial estimates. I hesitate to say what they are because they're very much estimates at this point, but I think in terms of dozens might be a safe overall characterization. Yeah, dozens of.
To me, what it sounds like is niggas been bored, ain't had nobody to go shoot at, blow no missiles up.
Hey, and you know what's crazy is that, I mean, that's a real life thought process while you in there, bro. Like, you got to think about it, man. You got a ship. Think about a ship with, just say, 400 people on it. For a matter of fact, put it like this: 400 dudes on it. Like, it's 400 niggas on one boat, no females. And you got nothing but just built up aggression, bro. Like, man, please, bro. Like, anytime you get a chance to shoot the gun, get to do this, man, you be hyped about that type of shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy that's how they have you while you in there, man.
That's a fact, though. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. But then let me see. Let me see. Let me find some. I need somebody to break this down for us. Cause I understand it's about money. People want to go to war. Okay, look. China and Taiwan is going to war too. You see all these wars is cracking off at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But watch how something else just randomly happens, bro. That's gonna take everybody's mind away from this shit. Because did you hear about what's supposed to be happening on the 5th? It's supposed to be some kind of hands off something. I don't even be knowing, bro. We supposed to like be boycotting shopping or some shit. I don't know.
What would I look up?
Shit, like I would type in like April 5th boycott. Yeah, there's like the protest. There you go. Let's see what this shit about.
President Trump's tech support, Elon Musk, has been shaking up Washington with his Doge crusade to cut government waste as he becomes public enemy number one for the Democrats, who are hell-bent on destroying his companies and making him the boogeyman of tonight's special elections. One of those races, Musk says, could affect the destiny of humanity. The billionaire has been rallying voters in Wisconsin to get behind conservative Brad Schimmel in today's high-stakes Supreme Court race. Elon Musk joins us now for an exclusive interview. Thank you so much for joining us, Elon. We are thrilled to have you on the Five.
Thank you for having me.
We're delighted to have you. So why is this race in Wisconsin so important? And what is your response to Democrats who've tried to make tonight's elections a referendum on you?
Well, the reason tonight's elections are so important is that the judge race will decide whether the Wisconsin districts get redrawn. They're going to try to gerrymander Wisconsin to remove 2 Republican seats. And as you know, the House is currently Republican by a razor-thin margin, which means that losing this judge race has a good chance of causing Republicans to lose control of the House. If you lose control of the House, there will be nonstop impeachment hearings. There will be nonstop hearings and subpoenas. And they're going to do everything possible to stop the agenda that the American people voted for when they voted for President Trump with a popular vote and the House and the Senate in November. They're going to do everything possible to stop the president's agenda. And so it's incredibly important that people in Wisconsin go out and vote right now, contact their friends and family, contact their neighbors, and take them to the polling stations, which close at 8 p.m. Tonight. You can actually register to vote and vote today. It's an extremely tight race. This is a race that will be decided by maybe 0.5% or 1%. It's really neck and neck.
So what is it about, D-Class?
Shit, I don't know, because this shit all he talking about is some shit dealing with Wisconsin. That ain't got shit to do with me, hell. I don't know, man. Look.
I don't care nothing about Wisconsin. What about this one?
Authorities in the South Bay say they have identified and interviewed a man wanted in connection with a swastika flag that was left hanging on a freeway overpass in Morgan Hill.
Well, this afternoon, a protest took place at that overpass in response to the discovery of that flag. And demonstrators learned that a group of Trump supporters who that they believed were responsible for hanging the flag over Highway 101 in Morgan Hill actually had nothing to do with it.
KTVU's Zach Sauce attended that protest this afternoon. He joins us now here in the studio. And Zach, how did this all get worked out?
Yeah, it was pretty remarkable, actually. This is a protest that was being watched.
Hey, next they're going to blame Kanye for this. They're going to say Kanye got the chain and now they got the flag. All right, whatever.
It's being watched over by the CHP. It started out with both sides on either side of the bridge, blaming the other for putting up that flag. Then, as I was in the middle of interviewing a counter protester, a CHP officer.
Whose side you on, D-Class? Is you on the rainbow flag or the swastika flag? If you had to make a choice.
I mean, shit. I really don't give
Don't answer that question, bro.
I want that. Like, I really,
that was fucked up.
really and truly.
How do I walk around?
Like, it is what it is. Like, I mean, if you have hateful people in your heart, bro, that's on you. But as long as you don't deal with me in a certain type of way, we ain't got no problems. Then for the LB whatever with the autumn letters, hey man, I rock with y'all, bro. Like, hey, I got some people that's a part of the community, man. I done been to the what is it? The little
come on, D-Class, don't do it. Don't do it.
Hey, it's a party, bro. Like at the end of the day, they got girls.
Oh, say you've been to the party.
They like I said, they got girls there just like they do anywhere else, bro. The only difference is if you going to chill and just be on some extras, just let me chill, let me vibe, let me listen to the music, you're good. Now if you going in there on some, hey, I'm trying to go in there and shake my ass, and hey, what you get is what you get. You know what I'm saying?
They gonna take this and spin this on us later, man. They gonna say, yeah, them niggas, man.
You don't want to think it like that. What I'm saying is, regardless, if you go as a straight individual, you could go.
D-Class.
You could go to one of them. You could go to their little pride events or whatever, because all it is just a bunch of people at the beach.
Let me tell you something.
Now you entertain the same sex individuals dancing on cars and all of that, then me, I just keep on walking.
Right. D-Class keeps walking with his wife. He's married, heterosexual male.
Yeah, man.
He has no problem with anybody in any community.
Yeah.
Neither do I, but you know, I'm not down with any of it. I'm not down with none of y'all communities because I got my own community. It's called the Real Nigga Community. If you want to be a part of that shit, you gotta be a real one. Shit, that's all I gotta say.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's like to each his own, man. Like, if you think about it, everybody could give you points on how shit is positive and how it's negative, but at the end of the day, everybody is entitled to their own opinion, man.
I think we should change our community name to the God-fearing community. You're not a part of the God-fearing community. All right, yeah, so look. This how I think you should do it. Tell me if this sounds good. So grilled cheese, but put the sun-dried tomato turkey meat on it and grill it. And then if you want to, you can add a little bit of bell peppers to it. And then melt the cheese on top of it. Like,
so you trying to come up with a designer grilled cheese sandwich?
She makes some of the best grilled cheese sandwiches I ever had, man. And she's like trying to tell me like how specific do you want it? And I'm like, damn, I kind of want the lettuce on the side. And there's we got some In-N-Out sauce. Put that on the side too. This sounds good. This is making me hungry. I'm gonna show it to y'all when she get done. But yeah, this is perfect. Grilled cheese with the sun-dried tomato turkey meat from Nico. You could cook the meat on the pan without the bread, and just chop up some bell peppers and put it around it. Put the bell peppers on top, put the cheese so it all stick together, and then grill put the cheese on the bread and shit. Everything else, and then grill it all together. You know what I'm saying? But just put the lettuce and stuff on the side. Make sense? Real simple. 2 steps.
Tell us shit.
Family sandwich. Cooking with KK. Y'all not ready for her cooking show, bro. She about to come out with show.
Tell her she don't want no smoke with the grilled cheese sandwich, bro. I just thought of a fire ass sandwich.
She was using certain type of bread, and it was like it was longer and it was soft bread, but she was grilling and making like.
Yo, hold on. See, you was talking about me. Hold on. Wait till you go back and watch that whole segment.
Look, man, we can have a sandwich cook-off, bro. When I do the food truck thing, I'm doing sandwiches, man. I'm putting bacon, pastrami, shrimp. I'm putting jerk chicken on that motherfucker, all kind of shit on the sandwich.
Nah, low key, to anybody who even thinking about that shit, if you want to try to make some bread, I could easily give you the plug. Not even the plug, but I could damn sure tell you what you can do. And it probably will be profitable. Because if you think about it, in Houston, there's no pastrami sandwiches. So as much as people are moving from California to Texas, there's no place in Texas.
They ain't bringing no pastrami game to the game.
Ain't no
I'm talking
place.
about big old fat ones like Tom's Burger.
That's what I'm saying.
Juicy with pickles and
if a person could make pastrami sandwiches, and as many California people and West Coast people as out here, like think about how many people is flying way to Cali just to go to get a sandwich.
Man, I had the most famous pastrami sandwich with the softest bread, buttered up, toasted if you want. You could take the pastrami sandwich to another level, and you got to be able to have a pastrami burger on that menu.
So yeah, if one pop up in the H, y'all can thank me later. But
give me a second, real quick. I'm gonna play something.
HP officer suddenly comes over and says the other side wants to talk to you.
We are proud Americans.
Almost every Friday, you'll find J.W. Payne and other supporters of President Donald Trump's MAGA movement stationed here on the Burnett Avenue 101 overpass in Morgan Hill.
We are tired here in California not being heard.
Normally, they're the only group here, but this week on the other side of the bridge,
we want to make sure that the diverse community of Morgan Hill feels safe to go out, do their business. They don't have to worry about hate groups like Nazis, neo-Nazis.
Raimundo Armendariz organizing the counter demonstration after a flag bearing a swastika appeared on the overpass last Friday. His group assumed that the folks back on the other side were responsible.
It was utter shock because that is not what we stand for.
There's no reason for us to have done that. America has been a nation of which has fought against such tyranny.
Then something unexpected happened.
As a Christian, I'm telling you, it was disgusting.
I didn't come here because you guys are MAGA Trump supporters. I care less. You guys have the right to support whoever you want to.
We agree with you.
And you have the right to vote however you want. Right. We came here because of the swastika.
Both sides meeting to hash it out after it was discovered that an alleged instigator not affiliated with either group was responsible for putting up the anti-Semitic flag. The banner later turned over to the Santa Clara Sheriff's Office.
I want you to know, that was disgusting.
So we won't be back if there's no Nazi flags. We're not planning on coming back.
Both sides able to come to an understanding. That's not to say that they agree on everything now. Far from it.
Just where we're at right now goes against who I am and who a lot of people are in America, and that's just not okay.
Our money should go for Californians. Our money should go to Americans, not having a whole bunch of people coming in from different states and different countries.
But the protections afforded by the First Amendment?
We agree 100%.
And in terms of the investigation into who put up that anti-Semitic flag, the Santa Clara Sheriff's Office says a person was later identified and interviewed, but so far no charges filed. The DA's office is reviewing the case, though.
Bro, they don't care. They do not give a shit who put that flag up. Come on, man. But one thing, man, you can't take away from what he said is think about this, man. He say he want the money from the California people to go back to California. And it's like, okay, so if every state basically recycled their own money, it's like, think about that, bro. Like, think about where you stay right now and how much your rent is and shit. And think about if you paid like taxes and shit and that shit just stayed in your state. Like it never, like whatever you paid didn't go to the rest of the states. Like all your shit stayed in Nevada. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about like how would that affect the state? Like, would the cost of living go up? Would it go down? Like,
It would go down. It would be great in your state because it's so many people here, so many working class people that's paying taxes. It'd be great. And it'd be bad for places where there ain't no jobs.
but it is jobs. Think about it.
There's places though, little cities, towns in certain states where there ain't no job.
There's jobs, bro. Like, it's jobs. It's just not, they not higher paying jobs to where everybody want to go flock and go do that shit. But is, you know what I'm saying? Like, people out there making money. Like, that shit is still circulating. But that's what I'm saying. Think about like farmers. If you had a whole state of just farmers and all your produce and all that shit was what was basically supplying the rest of the states. But the money that you spend, that shit, your taxes, all that shit stay just in the state. Like, it don't go nowhere else.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's what I'm saying. So when you paying back shit, like, you paying into your state, like, you not paying into the fucking world, like, pay into where you live.
Well, the U.S. ain't the world, but I get exactly what you're saying.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, wherever, like, because you think about it, you still dealing with the world because we fucking with everybody. Our money going everywhere.
Facts. You ain't lying about that.
So it's like, yeah, instead of you paying for some goddamn debt that you have no clue how it even started, it's like, all right, bet. Like, my state, we need some fresh bridges. We need some this. We need some that. And everybody taxes just went to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit would be A1, bro.
Here we go.
American business leaders, some of the biggest business leaders actually anywhere in the world, and many distinguished guests from the Middle East, and in particular the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, a special place with special leaders. And including FII Institute Chairman and Governor of the Public Investment Fund, which is a seriously big fund. Yasser, I see you there. Stand up, Yasser. Everyone knows Yasser. Thank you. Great guy, great person. And Finance Minister Mohammed, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you very much. Good to see you again. That's pretty good, Finance Minister of that part of the world. That's not bad. Other parts of the world, not so good, but that one is good. And many other senior government leaders. I also want to recognize the Kingdom's ambassador to the United States, Her Royal Highness Princess Rima. Ooh, very popular. Very popular. Wow, that's very nice. Sitting next to Elon. Wow, you couldn't do better than that, huh?
No.
As well as my own special envoy to the Middle East, who's really done a fantastic job, Steve Witkoff. Thank you, Steve. He's been busy. And Michael Waltz is here. Where is Michael? Michael's been so busy. They've been going back and forth and back. And a woman who is just voted the most powerful woman anywhere in the world. No, I'm going to go with Princess Rima, but she was voted the most powerful woman anywhere in the world, Susie Wiles. Thank you. Thank you. Most powerful woman. That's pretty good. We have to talk to you about that, Susie. It's pretty good. And also, we all know Jared Kushner, a very special guy. Thank you, Jared. Thank you, Jared. And Elon Musk. He's been making a little news lately, hasn't he, though? Very positive news. Stand up, Elon. He's a great guy. We did a little show last night. I heard they got very good ratings, too, by the way. We did. Hannity. Sean Hannity was fantastic, a fantastic man, a fantastic guy, and he did a show, and it was great being on the show with you last night. I come today with a simple message for business leaders from all across the nation and all around the world. If you want to build the future, push boundaries, unleash breakthroughs, transform industries, and make a fortune, because you want to make a fortune. Most of you have already made a fortune. I don't want to say that. There's no better place on earth than the current and future United States of America under a certain president named Donald J. Trump. I think that we're going to do very well.
Man, they don't even sound like the people real. Everybody. Woo! Woo!
That's how them shits be, man. It's like every time you take a breath, they just gotta clap, bro. Like, he ain't even really said shit that's worth clapping for. Well, what the hell? Like, come on, man.
All right, go ahead, say something, D-Class. I got you.
Yeah, man. Go ahead. This shit is stupid, bro. Like, look, you hit the wrong button. Wrong button, sir. You missed it. Look at it. God, you need glasses, sir.
And look, the News You Can Use podcast is the best podcast on earth, man. Let's clap it up for that. And my co-host D-Class, I'm a Brand Podcast, is the best podcast in the world. And see, we're gonna take over this country, and we're gonna do things that we're supposed to do. And I just need you guys to, yeah, there we go. That's all they was doing the whole time.
Hey, no, look, let me tell you something. What? So you know, this year 420 is on Easter, right?
What?
Yeah, 420 is Easter Sunday.
What? 420.
So people are saying, like, this is supposed to mean something. What does that mean? Like, anybody in the comments or anybody know what the fact of 420 being on Easter Sunday is supposed to mean? Because you don't want to know my opinion, because my high opinion, it's like, come on, man.
I just got a couple of thoughts. I'm going to give all three out. Here we go. Is God making us choose between weed and God, or are we supposed to smoke weed while we praise God?
Okay, let me ask you this.
That smoke weed at church, like, let me pull that up just so people know.
Nah, but like, let me ask you this. What is your opinion of 420? Like, what do you feel like 420, like what you supposed to do on 420? Like, what do it mean to you?
420 is a day of gathering. So the place that I would love to go to and hang out would be San Francisco. They got Hippie Hill. They got a place called Hippie Hill where everybody meets up at. Everybody gathers, all nationalities, all walks of life. People fly from all over the world to go to this event. And I'll pull that up too. And they get high as a motherfucker.
I will pull it up, bro. Like, because I've never heard of that. But it's like my opinion of 420, bro. It's like, if you think about it, if you smoke, 420 is just a regular day. Like, I feel like 420 is for the people that feel like they wish they could smoke on a day-to-day basis. Or that's just their day to be like, you know what, I smoke just because what it is.
They are churches where they smoke weed, right?
The world contemplates how to fit it into mainstream life. Its benefits are often split into two rigid categories: medical marijuana, which is rapidly gaining legitimacy, and recreational pot, which is seen as the key to its emergence as a multi-billion-dollar industry. But lost in this bifurcation of bud is a centuries-old mysterious tradition: getting high to get closer to a higher power. For Americans, it seems easy to write that use off as an exotic curiosity, the practice of Hindu sadhus or dreadlocked Rastafarians. But that's starting to change, as some Christians, who make up 75% of the US population, are beginning to prove that cannabis and Christianity can coexist. I've come to Colorado, where weed is legal, to meet Deb Button, the founder of a stoner Bible study group, to find out if cannabis can save the soul.
Hi.
Oh,
you must
Deb?
be Krishna.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Welcome.
Beautiful out here.
I know this is a perfect day. Perfect day for gardening. I love these ladies.
Do they have names?
Yeah, CBD, Purple Urkel.
I thought you were gonna be like John, Paul.
Right.
So Deb, tell me, how did you sort of first get into cannabis? Was it something that was part of your life for a while?
I was pretty close-minded, not gonna lie. I thought it was all bunk. I really did. Like, you know, I smoked in college and stuff, but I was in mom mode, you know? All drugs are bad. But I was on some really serious drugs for migraines. And somebody encouraged me to try edibles. And I was like, well, that sounds respectable. I could do edibles.
Mm-hmm.
It's been about a year and a half, and I haven't had any migraines. So I haven't stopped since.
Tell me about sort of your relationship with God.
I was brought up Baptist, but educated in Catholic school. But I never really felt him until like the first time I got high and went on a bike ride. And I was just looking at the sunset and the mountains, the Rockies were in the background, and I'm in the middle of this beautiful trail. It just dawned on me how much he loves us. I'm like, this is beautiful.
Do you think that was the God, or do you think that was the weed?
I think it was the weed letting me see him better. When I had those experiences, that's when I just sat down on a whim, made a Craigslist ad, and just wondered if there was anybody else out there that liked to smoke weed and read the Bible. And to my surprise, there were plenty of them. That's not to say I haven't had spiritual experiences in church, but...
Hold on, I just got an idea, D-Class. How about we take a Sunday or Saturday on the podcast where we smoke weed and read the Bible, bro? You with me or what? We'll be the first podcast.
Put it like this. I was sitting here with you, but yeah.
Will you be high while we read the Bible? He said, yes, I will be high, but I will not smoke while we read the Bible.
President accounted for on that end.
How about we get real high and then we read the Bible, not while we read the Bible, because we can't smoke and read at the same time.
I'm not, let me tell you something. When it comes to the Bible, bro, I feel like so many people have so many different interpretations of it that, I mean, yeah, I'm not trying to be pastor class. I'm not. I'm cool.
Pastor class.
Yeah, I'm cool. I don't want to
do verses and see what they mean. Let me see how yours look, Caleb.
I don't want to be deacon class.
All right, man. Here go my sandwich, man. It's a.
That's on. What is that? What kind of bun is that though? That's a hamburger bun.
It's a hamburger bun on a sandwich. She was supposed to grill them. She just got to grill it now. So just put some butter on it and put it on the thing and grill it like a grilled cheese. She made hers with a bagel. She did hers with a bagel, with cream cheese, the meat, with the bell peppers and everything. But yeah, man. Sandwich God, bro. Would you rather have your sandwich, if it's grilled and you got all that on it, on a hamburger bun that's buttered and then smashed like a grilled cheeseburger? See, a grilled cheeseburger. I just made up a new name, bro. You ever heard of a grilled cheeseburger?
They got those.
Where they got them at, D-Class? Don't try to tell me somebody already stole the shit.
Look, they got them, bro. They got that.
A grilled cheeseburger.
Grilled cheeseburger. Think about it. Okay, no, even better. think about it. When you go to next time you like, if you ever go to Jack in the Box or you pull up their menu, look on their munchie meal. They basically have like a grilled cheese burger.
I gotta look at it. Hold on, let me grab my phone.
Because what they did was they put the grilled cheese sandwich on the top and then they put the hamburger on the bottom. So it's basically 3 slices of bread and then 2 different sandwiches. Yeah, man, they got that. That's not. Yeah.
G Glad, you didn't have to kill my dreams like that.
So I'm trying to get you get it to where you don't get sued, bro. Because they got that.
All right, now that y'all know they smoke weed at church, let me introduce y'all to Hippie Hill.
Y'all light it up right now! I think this is the one holiday that San Francisco celebrates more than any other holiday.
An event where everyone can unite.
To enjoy smoking weed!
Have you done this before? No, this is my first year.
It is so much fun. This is my first time being here. I've been before. It was much smaller than it is now.
How many people you think are here?
No idea. A whole bunch.
Everybody's hanging out, smoking, that's it.
I like how we're all just together doing the same thing.
I'm just gonna smoke weed and eat some fries.
Garlic fries. Amazing.
What do you think of the fries?
I think they're amazing. I haven't even tried them yet.
How's the food?
Amazing. This is
It's
the
so
best
great.
food.
Happy 420.
You're double fisting the hot dog.
I got twin blizzards. I'm a glizzy gladiator, glizzy gobbler. We got ketchup, relish, sauerkraut, a little mustard on top just for the finish.
This is my weed onesie.
Is this a velvet weed onesie?
It is.
Did you turn your hair green just for 420?
I did.
I'm not an A's fan. You're just wearing green. Just green.
I had to wear green. We gotta match the vibes. We gotta match the what we smoking. We got 1 minute before we count down to our special holiday.
You have weed to smoke at 420.
I will find some weed here.
I would share a joint with this guy. Exactly. We're gonna get a pre-roll. Oh, you're rolling right now. Let's do that.
420, we're gonna give out some free pre-rolls for the community.
Free pre-rolls.
Free pre-rolls.
That's a lot that's going in there.
All of it.
You got a lot of good independent cannabis vendors, dealers.
We actually got a lot of freebies.
How many people can smoke that thing at once?
The whole crowd's gonna hit this. We're gonna spark it right at 420.
How many dollars worth of weed is in that thing?
Hundreds. It's half a pound. Actually, I'm the world champion. 5-time joint rolling world champion.
Are you gonna be the first person hitting that joint?
I'm gonna light it.
You're gonna light it.
Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7,
Then they lit by the time they get to 420.
3, 2, 1. Happy 420! Hey. Put your weed up in the air. Hey, I'm on the stage. Put your weed up in the air.
Oh, look at that. Looks like he's just baking out the entire park. What do you got there in your hand right there?
I got some kush, and I got edibles too. A lot more edibles.
This is amazing.
Just relaxing, smoking, having a good time.
God bless America. We're all peaceful. It seems like everyone's loving and caring here.
So as the camera went off, he grabbed that motherfucker.
Hey, bro, I'll meet you there if you want to go.
I'm trying to go. Let's see. I'm on that shit.
You hear me?
Go.
Shit, we got a month to prepare.
So I'm not fucking.
We don't got a month to prepare, nigga. We got.
That's what I'm saying. That's next year.
16 days, 2 weeks.
That could possibly happen next year. Definitely, because that shit seemed kind of dope.
Like some of the niggas would love to be a part of it. We can go vlog that shit.
Shit, like figure out how to be a food vendor, bro. Like, think of, man, as many food ideas I got when you high, like, they just eating regular ass hot dogs with random shit on it. Like, think about how much shit you could put on a hot dog, bro.
I'm gonna be honest, a trip for me to go to San Francisco and back would probably be under $100. Because I could fly there and leave the same day for like $60, $70 because it's only an hour away flight. Go to the shit, Uber there from the airport, have a good time, get high as a motherfucker, and be on the flight the next day about it.
Holy shit, you got 16 days then. But yo, now that shit on my radar, I'm gonna try to get some people together, man. Take a trip to Cali.
Let's go. Have you ever heard of Humboldt County?
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen that show, Killer Mountain or some shit?
No. But I watched like a documentary about all that shit.
Yeah, how it's going down up there, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's legit, bro. That's like when I met some people that what they say was on the weed farms and was the growers and shit. Like, I was like, that's crazy, bro. So you just made a living like just growing weed all day? They say, yeah, you just grow weed and look at plants all day.
Yeah, here go a story from Bernard. The cookie guy, man. The dude who created cookies.
Did you ever get like into that world up in Humboldt County? And
absolutely,
because that world is crazy, man. Like there's people who go up there and don't come back down.
Yeah, Humboldt's a beautiful place. There's great people up there. There's a dark side to everywhere you go, but Humboldt's an incredible place.
It's almost like its own laws up there, low key. Like,
well, you get in the hills, it's a whole nother story. I can't wait to. That's why I've been waiting though, because a lot of my stories are coming out in the series. There's been some crazy shit.
Give me one crazy story that you could give us. Just give me one, bro. Give me one.
Well,
as a trailer for the series.
Well, one story was I was up there with the buyer, and we went to go buy maybe like 100 OGs or something like that, and we drove up to like a mountain. So there's a gate on the bottom of the hill, and my dude came down and grabbed the bread. Was like, "I'll be right back." Cool. Sitting there with this buyer, and he drives up this hill, and we're chilling. It's kind of hot day, and time just keeps going by. He's not coming back down. I'm just like, damn, I'm looking at my watch. I'm like, damn, what's up? Go to my phone, no service. I'm like, fuck, a little nervous. And the dude's chain smoking cigarettes. I'm with the buyer, chain smoking cigarettes. He's like, yo, go up there. I'm like, I'm not fucking going up there, bro. What are you fucking talking about? He's like, go up there, bro. You gave my money to this dude? Go up there. I'm like, man, I don't know what's up there. I don't know how far it is. He's like, you're going to go up there, bro. He's like, it's been about 45 minutes to do. Say, I'll be right back. Go up there. I'm like, I'm not going up there. Dude pulls out a gun, cocks it back. He's like, Brian, I ain't trying to go there, bro, but you need to go up there. I'm like, fuck, dude. All right. Hop over the little shady fence, start walking. I walk for like 10 minutes, bro. And I'm looking up this road. It's just not stopping. I'm like, just dripping sweat. I come back down like, bro, I don't even see an end to this trail. I'm not going to go. I walked for 10 minutes, bro. I'm fucking sweating like fuck. It's hot as fuck. I don't know what to tell you. He's like, that motherfucker played us. That motherfucker drove up the hill with my money and drove down and left. He's like, he played us. You fucking robbed me? He's holding his gun. I'm like, bro, I did not rob you. Starts honking his horn. Starts tripping. I'm like, bro, just breathe. We're going to figure it out. It's all good. He's like, it's all good. It's all good, bro. It's all good. And he's looking at me crazy, honking his horn. I'm like, this motherfucker's about to shoot me. For sure I'm about to get shot. And then all of a sudden my boy comes down that fucking hill. I'm looking at this dude. And he's like, my bad, bro. I had to trim up a few more to make it even 100. I'm like, motherfucker, dude. I started walking up that hill trying to find you. He's like, oh, dude, it's like a 1.5 mile fucking drive. You wouldn't have made it up the hill. Like maybe if you would have walked forever, And I was like, damn, god damn, bro. And the crazy thing about that story was I took my little piece, and my boy took my little issue from the side when he went up the hill. He gave me my bag.
Mm-hmm.
I gave it to a little pretty bitch to go ahead and dip off. I hopped in a separate car to leave. I'm smoking a joint. We're driving, and the dude was so stressed out, bro. Literally, I cannot make this shit up. We're leaving Humboldt County. There's like a little area by what's a place called right when you get into Mendo. But we're pulling off, and this dude's pulled over, bro. We passed him. I'm sitting there smoking. And I thought to get paranoid for a second, but I don't even have anything in the car. But the weed, I just took a couple. The chick had all my little cut, whatever I made. She was already long gone, but they had this fool pulled over, dude. He had a bad day. He had a very bad
And he had everything on him.
He had a 100-pack on him, yeah.
And they pulled him over.
Yeah.
Did he had a bad day?
I never talked to him again, brother. Ghost.
What's crazy is like that's what people don't know. Like in the weed game, like a lot of like if middleman and shit is a great.
You hear that shit, D-Glass?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a Humboldt County story.
That's crazy. But that's how it be though, man. They say that shit. That's all they do. That's what that whole little. They say it's like a whole little triangle.
Yeah. I don't know.
Have more crime than New York City and LA combined.
You better stick with someone native around there because they will take you out.
He actually stabbed somebody in the neck with an ice pick. They ended up finding 6 bodies out there.
I saw my friend Emerson. He was hanging in the tree.
It's over, dude. What do you mean it's over? You gonna kill me?
You guys' car?
Yes, sir.
Film it.
This is
Murder Mountain, a remote area of California where hundreds of people disappear without a trace every year.
before California legalized weed in 2016. Countless illegal weed farms went wild in Humboldt, Trinity, and Mendocino County. In this area known as the Emerald Triangle, the largest cannabis-producing region in America that supplied an estimated 60% of the country's pot before weed was legalized. But after legalization, most weed farmers were annihilated as legalization brought new taxes, permits, compliance, and large corporate competitors that achieved economies of scale, ultimately increasing the supply of weed, decreasing its value, and destroying the black market economy the people of the Emerald Triangle relied upon. So, almost 10 years since California legalized weed, what happened to the towns, trimmigrants, and farmers that lived in these mountains? I met up with former trimmigrant and citizen journalist Darren in the small town of Willits to explore the remains of the Emerald Triangle while we worked our way all the way up to Murder Mountain.
When I first worked on that farm, I was staying at a local hotel here in Willits. One of the maids, she barely spoke any English, and she saw our trimmigrant signs, and she actually put us into contact with another gentleman named Jose, who drove us up to this one sketch house in the middle of the mountains. And then we got into a second car, and they blindfolded us and drove us here. Even though they blindfolded us, I have photographic memory, so as soon as I saw the local hills and stuff, I knew I was on Houck Terrace, not too far away from all the other pot farms I used to work on. A really dangerous industry, to say the least. You know, sometimes the pot farms up here and feuds between them make the feud between Timmy Turner and the Dinkelbergs look like Sunday in church, to say the least.
So we made our way over to the nearby trailer park to get some wisdom from Darren's old friend. Darren, how do you know this guy?
I used to hitchhike back and forth between San Francisco and Seattle, and this guy was pretty much here all the time. That looks like his trailer right there. His mom might be home. Wish me luck, you guys. I'm going in.
You got this, bro. You got this.
Hey, brother. This is Darren. I'm looking for the other guy who used to live here. Johnny died?
Died 3 years ago.
They shot him or what?
No, he had that brain tumor. Some assholes took him over to the fucking house, and he, because he was smoking meth. They said that he had a seizure in the bathtub.
Dude, so Johnny died.
Okay, let's get out of their hair then.
But the gentleman said he's willing to maybe do an interview.
I'm here with
Thomas Ortega.
So why do so many people go missing out here?
If said they need 1,000 people to trim, they'd send out 40,000 flyers. Here at Safeway, at the end of the summer, you hardly see anybody that speaks English because the trimmigrants come into town and everybody speaks French and Russian and all these different languages.
From Europe.
Oh, they're everywhere from Europe. They come here in hopes of getting trim jobs. They can't get any, so they're stuck in Garberville. And there's hundreds and hundreds of little tiny roads that disappear out into the hills, and they go for miles and miles and miles and miles. Some people are really bad because they're out there cooking, and it gets real dodgy out there. So you don't go roaming around.
When did you notice the cartel presence out here?
When you start seeing signs along those roads that everywhere about buying houses for cash, people that buy homes and they'll buy cash, and they set them up for grow houses. Okay. You know, I don't know if it's cartel or I don't know if the cartel even makes. I don't know what they do around here. The town there between Lake
Alder Point.
Leggett. You'll start seeing signs on stores of people that are missing and stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
but mainly in Garberville.
We're thinking about going to Covello tonight. Any advice?
Oh my God, Covello is bad. Covello, just be careful in Covello. It's all reservations. The state put at one time they must put like 6 or 7 different tribes in Covello. Let them sit there and they fight it all out. So they fight between themselves. They're all gang members and they all fight. And they kill people and put them in trunks and set them on fire and they shoot people. And it's a bad road. And it's a bad area to stop. It's a bad area to go in. And
It's the Wild West out here, huh?
they had a road saying you could go to Fort Bragg. But once you get out so many miles, the roads turn to numbers and there's no more roads. And if you don't know where you're going out there, you end up in some sketchy, weird places. I want to go steelhead fishing out there in the river, but I won't drive out there.
All right, brother, you got me nervous now, but appreciate the intel. So we begin our trek up to Garberville, but real quick, you make videos but don't have any time to make shorts or clips to help promote them? With every streamer and YouTuber using TikToks, Reels, and YouTube shorts.
What'd you think about it? Because you going up there?
Nah, I'm cool. Like, weed is not that serious, bro, to where I'm risking my life just to go.
Get some weed. But you got the deals up there, man. The pounds is going for like, $200-300 each if you buying a lot of them.
That's cool. You can find somebody who got the plug and you just do what you do.
He said, I'll set them up there. Shit, I'll give you a little extra, nigga.
Yeah, I'm cool. The way social media is set up.
That's weed on earth up there, man. That's where the weed come from, up north, bro.
Yeah, the way the social media set up today, bro, like, yeah, I'm cool. Now you just, you do what you do, man.
Here we go.
Popular show on Netflix. Murder Mountain is about a remote area of California where hundreds of people disappear without a trace every year. Many people say it's too far-fetched to be true. So our Jim Murray headed out to Murder Mountain to find out.
This scenic stretch of Northern California wilderness is where 60% of marijuana is grown in the United States. Experts tell us it's not the climate or the soil that draws farmers here, it's the isolation. Authorities tell us there are thousands of farms all around us. And there's another startling statistic. Humboldt County also has the highest rate of missing person cases in the state. Ground zero for danger is this place known as Murder Mountain. That's where I'm headed.
Cell service is out, so I have no cell service. If anything were to happen to us right now, we're out of luck.
Let's gear up here, then we'll get in our caravan formation.
Cops say Murder Mountain is filled with illegal pot growers living off the grid.
Sheriff's Office search warrant.
Some arm themselves against unwelcome visitors, as depicted in the documentary Murder Mountain, streaming on Netflix. This grower says it's like the Wild West.
I've been kidnapped, kicked down a flight of stairs, hunted ruthlessly through town.
Soon I come across pot growers willing to talk as long as we don't name them.
Is it dangerous?
Yes, if you're not local.
And do you know people who've gone missing or have been murdered in this area?
I know multiple people
I choose
have.
not to answer that question.
While we were checking out this burnt-out shell of a motorhome on the side of the road, a woman drove up who said she was a local whose brother was murdered here 2 years ago. She said authorities were no help at all, but she wouldn't go on camera because she has 4 children, and she says she's worried for their safety. On this bridge, there are other reminders of people who have died on Murder Mountain. Garrett Rodriguez, a surfer from San Diego, was working on a pot farm on Murder Mountain. He went missing. His body was later found in a shallow grave. His dad, Buzz.
I told him stay as far away from that as you possibly can.
Retired Sheriff Mike Downey.
We commonly get calls, dozens of calls from people all over the country wondering where their son or daughter or loved one is. The last they heard, they were going to work on a farm in Humboldt County.
This is a recipe for disaster, isn't it? If somebody comes here to work in this industry, they're taking their life in their hands.
Marijuana is a very...
So they get them there, they get them to working, they harvest the farm, and then it's either they're going to pay them or kill them. Because sometimes they're like, fuck it, I'm going to kill them. Because you know that the ones that come out there and clip all that weed, you clip with pounds and pounds and pounds and pounds and pounds of weed, man, they pay you like $40, $50 a pound. You clipping 100 pounds, that's some thousands by the time you get done with a whole crop or something or whatever. And it's up to them to either pay you or they kill you or maybe you try to steal something or I don't know. But Yeah, I think that's what it really comes down to.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's like, do I pay this nigga the 10,000 I want him, or do I knock him off? Which is fucked up.
Yeah. Shit.
So we could be smoking some weed that somebody died clicking.
You know that. You know, I mean,
the blood like that.
nah, hell no, it's a certified fact, bro. Like you don't know what it took to get this weed where it got to you. You have no clue, bro. I don't want to know. I just know that I got it. So let me smoke it and let me chill. I'm not bothering nobody. Don't bother me.
Once it's fully good out there, they'll let y'all grow some plants. Then you can put some plants in the backyard. You ain't gotta buy nothing.
Man, I don't even want to do all that, man. Like I feel like it just, I don't know, man. Like I say, man, I'm old school. So, hey, long as I'm able to do what I need to do, I'm with it. I don't even know how they operate.
All right, let's finish off our last piece of that interview, and then we jump up out of here. Because it's just lingering. I've been having it on my computer for a couple days. We should have did it separately. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. What interview? Man, the last 20. Come on, let's go.
New York Stock Exchange. They're going to digitize everything from stocks, real estate, cars. They're going to tokenize everything on blockchain. This is why Trump is pushing cryptocurrency, right? So we're going through a...
Hey, get you a blockchain account. Blockchain. Look into it, D-Class.
All right.
Yeah.
major shift financially. We're going through a major shift consciously because since 2020, we can all agree shit has not been the same. It's gotten weird, right?
Don't you do it. Got me fucked up. Try to get me, D-Class. Yeah, but look at the blockchain, people. Get y'all blockchain account. How much you want to finish this?
Nah, we can finish it tomorrow, so that way I can really lock in with it.
Huh?
What you say? You say finish it tomorrow?
You want to do it, finish it now, or do it tomorrow?
Nah, we can do that. We can do that one tomorrow. We can talk about so much other random shit. Yeah, we can finish that shit tomorrow. Have his own episode.
All right. Well, you guys are tuned in to the News Views podcast. I am your host with the most, Big Surfgod. We got my boy D-Class in the building. Shout out to all my good podcast. We the best. We the biggest. Keep clapping. Don't stop clapping yet. That's enough. That's enough. We about to get up out of here, man. D-Class, you got anything to say to the people before we leave?
Hell no, man. Just stay tuned, man. We got some shit that might pop up on the scene. So stay tapped in to both for the podcast. You never know what you're about to see. So just stay tuned.
Yeah.